What is up, YouTube? Nitro Kid 98 here, back with another video today, and yes, I am back to beat a dead horse. We're back with another XTD clutch review, and today, instead of just doing a review, I'm actually going to do a truth to this product. Now, I'm going to start doing a lot of these truths to a lot of reviews that I do, and what that means is I'm going to give you the actual truths to why a lot of these products fail and why they get the bad name that they do. And a lot of these are going to be basically lower end, cheaper products, and I'm going to explain to you exactly why a lot of people hate them. Now, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and review this clutch. This is actually the almost exact same clutch that I ran in the last drag car. I will put the videos in the description below of every run that I made on this clutch. Even some were in busted and some were in the white car. I think I actually have to have 2 videos of each. This is the clutch that I ran. This actually is a stage 3. The one that I have is the stage 2. I paid $130 for this one, shipped right here. And the one that I had in the Eclipse before was a stage 2. I think I paid $113. Like maybe, actually it might have been like almost $103. It comes with a throwout bearing. This one right here is not going to come with a pilot bearing, and the reason for it is it's actually a modular setup. What that means is I have the flywheel right here. The clutch disc is in here, and then the pressure plate all in one. You can actually see the clutch disc in there, that guy right in there. That's our clutch disc. The Eclipse has that. The 2G Eclipse non-turbo models have that, and basically what that means is whether it's a manual or an automatic, it's going to use a flex plate. This thing is going to bolt up to the flex plate via these 4 holes. As you can see, it's got the 4 bolt holes right there. One here, and then there's one down there, and then there's one down there as well. I'm not exactly fond of that. As heavy as that thing is, I would really like more than 4 bolts holding it on. But I haven't had one fail yet, but it definitely gives me a lot more desire to run a scatter shield. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick is I'm basically going to give you the truths about this product and why they fail so often. The XTD Stage 3, if I'm correct, it's rated around 200, like high 200 and either way, high 200 horsepower and torque. I'm going to go ahead and show you right here. As you can see, what you're looking at right now is the torque specs, basically the horsepower, maximum horsepower and maximum torque for the specific clutch that I am showing you on this video. Now, this actually was listed in the eBay description, and this is how I know what not to max this clutch out. Now, the thing a lot of people do with these clutches is they put a clutch in their car. Now, I know this is going to sound silly. Because it is red, it can handle everything you throw at it. That's not the truth. Because it is a stage 3, it can handle 600 horses. No, that is not true. Because it has an aftermarket clutch, it is the end of all my problems. I can just throw mods at my car and not to worry about it. That is not true. Just because it is a stage 3 clutch does not mean it can handle infinity horsepower. It doesn't mean it can handle 600 horsepower. Now, don't get me wrong, some of the other brands, their stage 3 actually is fully capable of handling those kind of horsepowers, whether it be XTD, Spec, there's a couple other ones out there. This clutch right here is a $130 clutch. You're gonna get a really good clutch for $130, but you're not going to get one that can handle 500, 600, 700 horsepower. You're not going to get it, and a lot of people expect to be able to throw any kind of modification they want to with their car and an XTD hold it. Then when it slips, it's XTD's fault. Now, I'm not affiliated with this company or anything like that. They don't sponsor me or nothing like that, but I will say that is not that clutch's fault. That clutch is going to do what it needs, what it's supposed to do up to its maximum rating, and then it's going to give out. It's done. Yes, they may slip a little when they're brand new. You got to break them in. Now, the one in the drag car, I will say, granted, I never broke it in. A lot of the original video, a lot of people give me a lot of flack about that. But being that it is an actual designated drag car, it's not street legal, I'm not able to get it out on the street and put those 500 miles that are necessary to break it in. We get out and go complete ham on it, and that's, well, it's what you do. Well, the one thing I will say about XTD versus an XTD, a Spec, and there's clutch brands galore, competition, anything like that, you're not going to get the same potential out of a stage 3 XTD that you are about with a Spec XTD competition clutch and other brands. Its stage 3 is not going to hold what another brand's stage 3 is. I know a lot of stage 3 brands out there hold a lot more than 300 horsepower. I mean, they're like upper 4s, or I would probably honestly say 500 and on. Now, I haven't done a lot of research on that, but I do know that, you know, they are better clutches. I'm not going to discard that. But when you get a $130 clutch that can handle 300 horses, that to me, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. That's going to do pretty much everything we need to do on the 428 build. Next season, we're probably going to upgrade the clutch to a bigger, better brand. But right now, this is going to do everything that I needed to do. Honestly, I have high hopes for it, seeing as I've already ran one and had nothing but success out of it. It still worked when I sold busted, and I really liked the clutch. It felt good. Everything was dead on it, and I don't know how many two-step launches on it, building 8 pounds of boost. Now, 8 pounds of boost may not sound like a lot, but it hit pretty hard, and I know good and well that it proved that clutch to be worthy. It never slipped. So if you want to put an XTD clutch in your car, put an XTD clutch in your car. Don't be afraid because you're paying low cost, but also don't expect it to do the same thing as a higher brand clutch. It's just not going to do it. For a $130 clutch, and actually on the Civic I bought like a stage 3 for, I think I paid $53 for it. It was good for like 280 horse. Actually might have been more than that. I don't really remember off the top of my head, but I know it was actually up there a good bit. That's not bad for $53. Now that clutch was cheaper for the fact that unlike this one, it doesn't come with a flywheel. This one would have been cheaper, but with the flywheel being a modular clutch setup, they are a little more expensive, but I'm more than happy to pay that. Eventually we will get away from the modular setup and go with a conventional clutch setup, but for right now, this is what we got. We got to save money where we have to save money, and I know it's worked because I've used it before, but that's one of the reasons that these clutches fail. It is. It sucks. I don't doubt that there are some out there that do just fail off the beginning, just straight out of the gate are garbage. It happens. It happens to the biggest and the best. I mean, it really does. I know that it's going to be least likely to happen or less likely to happen with a bigger brand clutch, but at the same time, you got to remember what you're paying for this thing right here. You're paying, anywhere between probably 50, 60 bucks all the way up to probably 180 for an XTD. I don't know exactly how expensive they get, but they're very good clutches. I really like it. Now I'm going to basically do updates once we get the car running and everything on this clutch all the way through, let you know how it's doing, everything's handling. And the other brands that I know people are probably going to ask about, like Banoff and F1, pretty much the exact same thing you're looking at right here. Honestly, I wouldn't be amazed if they're manufacturing the exact same place, just painted a different color. I don't have one on hand to compare. I actually might just go buy one just to see what we can do, like go buy a little Civic clutch or something. Buy 2 of those because they're a little cheaper and just see what we get if they're identical. But anyways, guys, this has been the review and the truth about an XTD clutch. Like I say, guys, I mean, I've never had a problem with one, even the throw-out bearing, so I think you're good there. I would definitely say invest your time and money into one if you want to. If you're planning on hitting big power, this is not the clutch for you. It's not going to do what you need it to do, and before you buy it, make sure that what its maximum horsepower and torque that it can handle is that your setup is going to be within those thresholds. If they're not, then don't run it, because you're going to be one of the ones that more than likely blow up one of the clutches. Now, whether you blame it on XTD or yourself, that's up to you, big guy. But anyways, guys, it's been Nitro Kid 98. Please like this video. There's a button either here or here that says subscribe. And at any time, if you're watching one of my videos and decide you want to subscribe, there's like the little watermark that's either on one of these corners. You can always hit that and subscribe. There's always that big red button down at the bottom. But otherwise, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them in the comment section below, guys. Thanks for watching Nitro Kid 98.